He's a gutsy guy. Another gutsy guy joins it right now, the voice of Wall Street, I like to call him, also the best dressed on Wall Street, Mr. What did they call that, Greed 2, or what was it, something? Wall Street 2, or the movie. Tom Belesis was the big star, Mr. Close Friend of Oliver Stone and all the others. What I like about Tom, and what a lot of the pieces you might know, but when they had the Occupy Wall Streeters, he went out to meet them and said, all right, I'll hire some of you. If you want a job, I'll let you occupy a desk and see what you do. One of them did. He hired one of them. Went on. She got her own firm going, and you got the ball rolling. So touche to you. So you're not all greedy, selfish pigs. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Did it bug you? You want to just hold this up
Sure.
too? Did it bug you that was the rap against Wall Streeters and your financial crowd?
You know, it's unfortunate because, Neil, it starts from the top down. You know, some people ask, why Romney? I'll tell you why Romney, because he's qualified, he's competent, and he's caring. And if you look at his track record as a businessman and what he did as a governor, put businessman on the side, but from Bain & Company to Bain Capital, from governor to what he did for the Winter Olympics in Utah, I mean, the guy has a track record of success. Now, you look at the track record now with our current president, and it doesn't compare. So he's had 4 years to prove to the country, the world, that he can turn this economy around, and he has it. And I'm here today with our delegation here, our New York delegation, to support the next president of the United States, Governor Mitt Romney.
New York typically does not go Republican. So I think it's a fairly uphill fight for this ticket in New York.
That's right.
But you are saying that's one thing that's resonating among the Wall Street crowd and well beyond is this idea of constantly picking on the rich. Whether it's you didn't really build that, the rich should pay more, greedy fat cats. You've heard all the
all of it,
partisan
Neil.
rancor.
Over the last 4 years, all of it.
Does that just stick in your craw, and does it make some of your buddies say, enough, we're just tired of it?
It's disappointing, Neil, because that should not come from the leader of our country. I mean, if you look at Governor Mitt Romney, he's the epitome of the American dream. I mean, my parents came to this country with just the shirts on their back for the American dream, and that's what Governor Mitt Romney stands for, and that's why we're supporting him, and that's why I believe he'll be an unbelievable president.
Is there going to be a Wall Street 3?
Well, we hope so.
Well, yeah, you need a Wall Street. You need a Wall Street that to happen.
That is right, Neil.
All right, Tom, you became a new dad this past year. Congratulations.
Thank you, Neil, so much,
All right.
my friend.
Boy, that kid must just be going ka-ching, ka-ching. Yeah? Life is good. Life is good. All right, Tom Belesis. All right, we are waiting to hear the night. Here is obviously very pleased with this. We should stress, though, this is a sort of a built-in loyal crowd. They're going to love everything you say. The fact of the matter is you have to go way beyond this crowd. Tom Belesis is not only part of this crowd, but from his earlier visit here, you know he is also part of that outside crowd. We call him Mr. Wall Street. Just to show you how rich Tom is, his suits are my mortgage, but I digress. And I kid. My mortgage is less. Let's talk a little bit about the job Paul Ryan did tonight and the pressure and how Mitt Romney has to close that deal tomorrow night.
You know, I think, you know, Paul Ryan hit a grand slam. He was crystal clear on the message.
Compared to Chris Christie?
I think Chris Christie was excellent as well. I think Condoleezza Rice.
Guys, right?
Absolutely, no question about it. I think the message is clear that we cannot have 4 more years of this presidency and this administration. So we need change. And we're not looking to focus on the problem because, yes, again, they did inherit a problem, but you know what? They have to focus on the solution. And this presidency, this new administration with Paul Ryan and Governor Mitt Romney, they're going to focus on the solution and getting Americans back to work.
But you know next week, Tom, the Democrats meeting in Charlotte are going to say, well, wasn't this the same crowd that also spent, the same crowd that got the debt ball rolling, the same crowd that delivered the meltdown that we inherited? You know how that's going to go.
Sure.
How do Republicans answer that?
I think they have the answer with what's the solution? What's your plan? Right,
well, I'm telling you, they're going to say, Tom and his buddies' prescription is what got us into this mess, and now they want to go back to that prescription to make a bigger mess.
You know, I think that's a clear case of scapegoating. I think they're diverting the problem that they have in front of them and pushing it off on the Republican message. And that's not what people are looking for right now. They need the message that needs to be answered, which is, okay, how are we going to get people back to work? And I think with Paul Ryan here today and Governor Mitt Romney tomorrow, that message is going to be clear, that we need a new administration with solutions to get people back to work.
You know, you and I chatted about this on many market-type stories. I know you don't like whiners. I don't like whiners. I mean, I hear a lot of can't, not, this. People complain about a lot of things, and that's
Sure.
fine. I complain, you know, with, wait a minute, you said you're going to put mustard on my burger, and you didn't. Different degrees of pain, I agree.
Right.
But I really think Republicans' biggest problem has been they don't give you a reason to hope that they're going to be better. And you argue you got to give something for them to look forward to. Did Republicans do that?
Absolutely, no question about it. I think not only did they do it, but I think the message now is very clear, especially with what Paul Ryan said today. He took it direct to the president. He said, listen,
How do you think he'd do with Joe Biden?
Oh, there's no comparison. I think he'll completely crush Joe Biden in a debate. And I think Governor Mitt Romney is going to surprise everyone in those debates.
What do you want to hear to Mitt Romney tomorrow night?
I want to hear the confidence. The message has to be clear, and also the passion, the quality, the confidence.
He's not big on passion, you know.
You know what? Some people say that. I have to disagree. I think he's very caring of a person, because if you go back to history with what he's done with Bain & Company, Bain Capital, governor, he waived his salary. Now, if that's not caring, I don't know what is. You know, he cares for what he does.
That's one thing you would never do.
I would waive it as well, too.
All right, Thomas, thank you very much.
Leo, thank you.
Tom Belesis. All right, that wraps up this night here. You're going to hear the tracking polls.